morning, soul family. So Liger has been very instrumental, as usual, Liger and Lily, in helping me understand something. And I know, this is how spirit works with me, and unfortunately how my animals have to be used. When Lily got really sick, she got, don't bite me. You want me to give you love and you bite me. What the hell? This is Lily's son, is what I'm seeing now. I know I change it all the time, but for today's session, that's what it's about. Lily got really sick when I went away. She was overheated. She got severely dehydrated, and her liver and kidneys started shutting down. And I had to start doing whatever I could. I mean, you guys remember I spent $1,000 at vet bills trying to figure it out, and they said there's nothing they could do, just make her comfortable. And I thought, no way, she is not going anywhere. I've been through way too much with her, and she's had too rough of a life. She was taken off the streets, and I'm not gonna let this happen. And I started to, I prayed, I cried, I used my Archangel Raphael deck, and I did a reading, and the reading told me, expect a miraculous healing. But they also told me, use your natural healing abilities, over and over and over and over. So, long story short, I did all of the research for a human on liver and kidney failure. And I got the items that I could get naturally, organically, and then I cross-checked them with what would be safe for a cat to ingest. And then I made her food holistically, and I fed her with because she wouldn't eat. What happens is they start when their organs start to shut down, they don't feel like they're hungry. They're not hungry, and she's nauseous, right? So I gave her cannabis oil, which made her hungry, even though she didn't want it. And I gave her this mixture of all these things. One of the things was I looked up was milk thistle. The other was colloidal silver. When my landlord, I told you, is a homeopathic supplements guy, and it helps support the immune system. Silver, I keep talking to you guys about the importance of silver to me and to my twin, because it purifies your water. I can't put it in my fish tank for some reason, but it's what they put in the water in India, and so that you can drink it. It kills the bacteria. So I can put it in my cat's water, and I do. It's also talking about the spiritual silver water, of course, which is this word, right? Which purifies your water. But over and over in my mind, I kept getting silver, 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 right? My landlord always talking about how he carried this silver dollar in his pocket. Silver, silver. And he has friends up in the mountains. The company is up there. They've got land up there. It's just always about this silver. So it was very important for me. I take it every day, and my cats have it every single day. So that's one of the things. I'm going to get it again and start mixing it in with Liger's food, because I told you guys, here I'm going to let you guys see what we're going to choose from. You're going to choose from the brown bear with, this is Liger's collar. So this will be the same person. The brown bear and this, which is his necklace, which is lava stone and rutilated agate. And then of course the fish with the crystal eyes. And then we have the hippie bear, the rainbow bear. This is a gay bear, and her butterfly necklace. She could be a boy, whatever you want. Her necklace is also, I think does she have rutilated agate? She might have a different type of agate, but it's agate. It's more like sea stone, I think. So, her, or him, she's little, so I think she might be a baby boy. She might be a baby boy. So, there's reasons for all of this, I know. those are the 4 items. So bear or the bear's necklace, bear or the bear's necklace. Phoebe, it's the butterfly. Okay, so you guys think about those while I put these down. There's a lot of things. I woke up in the best mood because I had the most beautiful dream. And then I started getting all of these messages afterwards, and it made me really sad. And then I thought, you know what, don't get stuck in the sad. Don't get stuck in the sad. Do what you can to help, because you were given this information so that other people could benefit from it, right? Don't get stuck there. So I'll tell you my dream first because it was so beautiful. And it's interesting because I spoke about this yesterday. I posted a picture of a pool these guys made. I don't know where they were. They did it themselves. These 2 guys, they dug a pool, right? And they made it. And I said, that is so cool. And they showed how they did it. And I said, they must be so proud of themselves. They did the entire thing themselves. And it reminded me of, which came up in my dream. That's why it's interesting, because I didn't think of it at the moment. I did. It was kind of floating around in my head, but I couldn't. You know how you've got something and it's like floating around and you just can't quite pull it back yet? So it was there, but it didn't come out until I saw it in my dream. And then I'd like, oh, that's what I was thinking. That's what I was remembering when I was looking at that pool. And so I'll read you the dream. It's beautiful. I mean, it is to me. So I also got I get David, the English redhead scientist, one of the twins. Okay, I see twins in my dream that are not me. It's interesting. So, where's my dream? Oh my God, Trump. Just go away. Anything about him, just go away. Why do people keep sending me stuff to my page about all the stuff he's doing to my animals? Like, go away. Okay, let's go for something fun here. So, it's interesting. I'm watching myself set up the reading for today. Why don't we let you guys look outside? It's very beautiful today. Damn. Why did that have to happen? There's a reason that happened too. Everything happens for a reason. To think about what that means. Okay, so it's interesting. I'm watching myself set up the reading for today. I called it a Native American name, an Indian name. That was the title of my reading. Isn't that strange? I can't remember the name now, and it makes me mad because I've heard it before. It's a surname. I see these 2 men working outside. A tall, slim, you know what, I can't. I'm gonna put you guys down like this. Can you see like that? That's kind of boring, right? Hold on. I don't want to, I'm annoyed right now. I am annoyed right now. And it's not my energy, so excuse me, I'll remove that energy from me right now because it's frustrating me. So the man with the heart, the hole in his heart, fell over. The Iron Man with the hole in his heart fell over. The Iron Man with the hole in his heart fell over. Okay, so I'm just going to stop for a second. My friend was an Ironman triathlete. My friend, he was an actor as well. And he dropped dead training in the pool for his triathlon. And I liked him a lot. I met him on a dating website. You know, we went on a date and we realized we're better as friends, right? We're friends. But he was Dale Basescu. If anybody on my page remembers Dale, it's only been a few years since he's been gone. Makes me really sad. I loved him. But anyway, I'm looking at this green Iron Man with a hole in his heart that fell over. So think about a triathlete, somebody who bicycles, they swim, they run. It's all self-forward. It's all self-movement, right? Forward movement, doing it yourself. Swimming through your emotional waters. Your bicycle, you're trying to get your balance. You're a runner. You have a hole in your heart. and you fell over, and you're green, you're organic, you're vegetarian. I knocked you over, opening up the window. Well, I had to. All right, I'm going to go back to the dream. So I'm watching myself set up the reading. Native American name. I feel that it's got to be a surname because I've heard it before, and I've heard it. I heard it so clearly. And I remembered in my dream thinking, I'm going to write this down. I'm going to write this down as soon as I get up so I can remember this, because I remember being told, watching the person I loved write their name down, but when they wrote it down, I didn't recognize it. It was much longer. It was his Native American name. So I see these two men working outside, a tall, slim, younger man with very, very long, dark hair. He's very calm and peaceful, and a very gentle essence flows from him. He's with his father. They're building something. I walk up and somehow begin speaking to them about digging a natural pool in the ground. It's a live pool with organic materials. I'm showing them how specific plants that I want will go into it, and that will aerate the water naturally and keep it clean. They're very intrigued by my idea. They themselves had been growing something while I was watching them before I spoke. Neither one of them were speaking as I watched them. I can't hear if they speak in their native tongue to one another, but I know this is the young man's business. And I can literally feel his energy. He is so peaceful, gentle, and good. I gotta tell you how I felt. I felt like I was in the vortex. It was just a state of nirvana and bliss. I felt that energy. So now the pool has been built, but it feels like a very long rectangular pool. I'm at one end, the far end of the pool, putting in certain plants, while they're at the other end. I planted my plants, and the young man comes towards me to see what I have planted. I'm so excited, I want to put fish in here too. I tell him, all of the natural elements will help keep the water fresh and aerated. I'm so excited, I can't tell you. The pool feels partially in the ground and partially elevated. I think I've built up a river rock wall around the edge as a frame. Remember I told you guys I built a pond like that in Canada? So I think I've done, I think after the pool was built, I have built this little wall around the outside edge, but it's only about a foot tall. It's just because it makes it look really beautiful. I love it. I'm going to name the reading. What do they want you to know? So, you guys can name it zodiac signs if you want. I would, by looking at the pictures, I'm going to bring you back over here. I'm going to bring you back over here. By looking at the pictures, oh shoot, I'm dropping things on the ground and I don't want to look at the, don't want to look. Okay, by looking at the items, let me shut the shutter. It's a shutter. A shutter. Close the shutter, it keeps the heat out. I opened up the window and I knocked him over. Man with a hole in his heart. I don't know. Okay, so I don't like having to do this. Okay. Excuse my gosh, clearing is necessary. Absolutely clearing. Okay. So if you want to do zodiac, and I told you I don't like to do this, and I thought about this last night, how it isn't possible that every zodiac is going to have this message. You know what I mean? Like every earth sign is going to have this message. But I'm going to do this because I'm going to intuitively allow myself to do this. So what I'm seeing here, this is going to be earth. The bear is earth. The fish necklace is obviously water. Earth, water, fire, air. It makes perfect sense. Earth is grounded, right? Hibernation, meditation, protective. I love this bear. I told you that Liger used to sleep with a bear every night, and now Lily sleeps with that bear. So that's earth color. Clearly the fish would be water. It's dark water, it's deep water. Still waters run deep. Fire, because look at this, it's a rainbow, it's like the sun on fire. It's the sun. I knew it. I knew that this was the boy. This was the child. Okay. So Liger used to sleep with this bear. And now Lily sleeps with this bear. This bear is a little boy. I've seen this little boy in my dreams for years. And clearly that would be fire. And this is air because of the butterfly and because of the clear, right? So let me write that down before I forget. There's so much I want to talk to you guys about. This is going to be time-stamped because it's going to take a while. Earth, water, fire, air. Okay. Now I'll go on. So the choices, it's either going to be two choices, what they want you to know and what they want you to know, or the earth signs. Now for me, I don't even know what to think, because for myself, I'm trying to think what I would do. I guess this is going to have to be my side, and that will have to be theirs. So you guys figure that out for yourselves. I heard the word capsaicin when I looked at the man, the older man. It might be his uncle, but he's like a father to him. I like the man very much. I liked him. I liked his energy. He's protective of, that's what I think he is. I think that the bear is that man, and the fish is the young man. That's what I think. That's my energy. I'm getting prickles in my right hand. It's interesting. So there's something unusual about this bear. The bear is very dangerous, but he loves this fish. He takes care of this fish. At the same time, he hurts the fish. He's taking his energy. Interesting. Okay. Sometimes we hurt the ones we love when we don't realize we are. So the older man might be his uncle, but he's like a father. I like the man. They work very quietly and very well together. One or both of them might have contracted hepatitis C. I felt as I was there and still feel very relaxed. I felt as I was there, and I still feel very relaxed and happy as I'm recalling my dream. I would love to live on their farm. That was before the end. Do you love this? Okay, so then we're talking about capsaicin. Do you guys know what that is? It's peppers. Capsaicin might prevent cancer, fight diabetes, and even relieve pain. You put it on, you can buy capsaicin gel ointment and put it on your back when you have a sore, it's for sore muscles. It literally makes everything heat up, okay? So I need to say these things out loud for certain people. I know Troy, my karmic soulmate in Wisconsin, used to eat these. He called them ghost peppers. I feel as though the mother of this child is dead. I feel that way. Or the relationship is dead of that little boy that has what I'm going to show you in a minute. Okay, so capsaicin, cayenne pepper is what it's made from. I put cayenne pepper in everything. I put it in my water. I put it in everything. I don't know, I just always have, because I guess, I don't know, it burns things off as far as I'm concerned. I just always have. I like things spicy. I put it in all of my food. And it's interesting because I made guacamole the other day. My landlord was talking to me and he says, does Liger eat guacamole? And I said, Liger eats everything that I eat. Everything that I eat, Liger will eat. But he doesn't like the guacamole until I finish making it with the cayenne pepper in it. He likes it spicy. And what's interesting is Liger's like the big baby. Liger is the baby. Okay? So it's, to me, Liger is this little boy. The little boy that was taken out of the drug house. Like my prince downstairs. That prince, remember, okay, there's a lot of messages in this. That prince, that cat, my landlord's cat, he likes beans, spicy beans. He loves them. He loves them. And I said, that's interesting. Liger likes cayenne pepper. Liger likes what I like. So I feel as though Liger could be the father, or is the father of this little boy that was taken out of the drug house. Okay. I'm seeing Spanish for some reason. Okay, so the molecular compound in spicy peppers doesn't have any dietary content. It doesn't have any calories or nutrients, right? There's nothing like that. It's found in every part of the pepper except for the seed. Although the highest concentration of capsaicin is found in the inner wall where the seeds attach. Remember I was showing you the flower with the seeds? Slowly Spirit brings things forward to me. It takes me forever. I thought it was the moonflower drug, but they're showing me this is what they were farming. So, well, the heat of the peppers, it's the hottest one you can get your hands on, basically. It's been proven to aid in weight loss. It fights against cancer and chronic pain. Because the capsaicin binds to vanilloid receptor, known as whatever, I'm not going to do it all, signaled by heat, and receives signals to the cells which are physically burned or injured. Once the capsaicin has bound to that receptor, the brain is signaled that a hot or burning event has occurred, and in turn causes a mild inflammatory reaction meant to repair the cells affected. It is by this reaction that many of capsaicin's benefits probably occur. So, top 6 health benefits, helpful in treating cancer. You guys can look it up yourself. Breast cancer, I feel like the mother had breast cancer. All I know is 2 of them have it. They both have it, is what I got. They both have it. Okay. Decreases cluster headaches, relieves pain, treats psoriasis. And remember I told you Liger has that skin, that itchy skin, and he's got the little scabs on his body. Aids in the management of diabetes, helps in weight loss. I'm just looking at a few other things. Rubbed on their gums, the Native American used that to relieve headaches. Toothaches. I'll remember that for next time because I didn't know about that. We used to sprinkle it on the fence to keep the animals from coming across the fence because they don't want it, right? It deters them. Where else? Aids in management of diabetes, helps weight loss. Where else? What else? Cancer, anti-cancer treatment. So it's an anti-cancer treatment along with, remember I told you if you freeze lemons and grate them and put them in your water, which I do as well. All this stuff goes in my water. Chia seeds, silver. It only takes me a few minutes to throw it all in my water. And you would think, oh, how disgusting. But if you put apple cider vinegar, cayenne pepper, you know what? It was the cleanse. It was the body cleanse. Remember? That's how I started to do it. And then I realized, you know what? I do this every single day, and it's like a cleanse I give my body every single day. Now you can do this physically and you can do this spiritually. Think about the things that I'm doing. The heat is the sun to burn off outside whatever's come against us, right? We use the sun in our meditations. The vinegar is an astringent, antibacterial. The lemon is a cleanser, refresher, lifts you up, gives you energy. It tastes good. What else? What I put in here? Chia seeds hold on to the water, so when they're like little water capsules inside your body, like little water balloons, and they burst, which means it holds the water in your body for a longer period of time if you're hiking. What else do I put in there? The lemon. I already did that. That's anti-cancer and all kinds of things. What else? Oh, in order to make it not be quite so bitter or hot, I put a little bit of maple syrup, which would mean if you're speaking spiritually, you know, a little bit of honey helps the vinegar go a long way, which means if I have to say something that doesn't taste good, just in small doses and balance it out. Think about that. What else do I put in there? So lemon, chia, apple cider vinegar, maple syrup, cayenne, silver, the colloidal silver, that purifies the water. That's from Spirit. And I'm getting prickles in my left hand, my whole left arm. And then the other one was the drops that I take. And it's interesting because the drops that I take, I've got to show you again. These drops, and I didn't know this, so this is really, really cool. He just told me this yesterday, and I didn't know. So this is all coming for you guys for a reason, okay? He gave it to me for bladder control, right? Because I drink water all day long, and I was getting up in the middle of the night. He goes, oh, take this. So this is it. Remember I showed you guys? Look at the, let's see, where's the website? It's hard for me to see it. I know that you guys can see it afterwards, but okay, enhancing life, bladder control, patent pending. Hold on, I gotta read this over here. You guys don't need to see that. I was trying to see if I could find a website on here. Well, if anybody wants to know, I can let you know. Anyway, so he gave it to me this way first, and it tasted bitter. So then he gave it to me in a bottle, and they put it in with something that tasted better, and I spray it in my throat, okay? I also take this herbal supplement for vitality. So this goes in my water. This I squirt in my, like I spray into my throat, and it's the bladder control. Interesting. Hello, ant. Ant. So the ant is our totem today. We'll speak about that in a minute. This is going to be a long reading. Anyway, I put these all together, and I found out that not only does it help bladder control, but it helps with hair loss. Okay? So it helps with hair loss if the hair is thinning. And I know that somebody's hair is thinning. Liger's hair was thinning, and he was getting scabs because of what I'm going to show you next, what I got in this dream. Okay. So that's something that you could, these things are a lot. I mean, if a woman's losing her hair, it's a big deal. I mean, when a man's losing his hair, it's a big deal. I understand. You guys are like, okay, it's the same for me too. But when a woman loses her hair, it's very humiliating. I mean, men, you can shave your head, get a tan, get a tattoo, and you're hot, right? A woman, you gotta look like Sinead O'Connor to shave your head. You know? Not all people have beautifully shaped heads. Okay. So that's the part that I'm going to give you that. The next thing I get is the fact that I just heard one of them has hepatitis C. But it might be, I don't know if it's the little boy that has hepatitis C and he got it from his mother because you can contract it through birth. I feel like the mother was a drug addict, a needle user, and it may not have been a drug addict. It may have been, I took a drug to counteract whatever. But I heard in my dream the other night, my parents were both, what was the word that I said? Juicers, right? And a juicer is somebody who, I'm certain it means drugs. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I believe that the mother and the child both have it, okay? So hepatitis C, if people don't know, it's very contagious. It's through blood. It's passed through blood. That's why if you get it through needles, you can get it from just cutting your hand. But through birth, you can get it through sexual intercourse. Like, think about it. If you're very aggressive, I mean, you can sometimes you rupture the skin, right? So you would have to wear a condom if you didn't want to. I mean, it's not very strong chances, but you don't want to take any chances, which kind of is a bummer because, face it, sex with a condom just sucks. But it's better than nothing, right? So all I wanted to know was, will they die? Will they die from it? You can die from it, but you don't have to die from it. It's needle stick injuries, right? In healthcare, that's what I'm saying. This person didn't have to be a drug addict. You could get it through a blood transfusion. You can get it through drug use. You can get it. It's a virus, from mother to baby. That's why I feel that the baby and the mother both have it. It's not a superficial spreader, right? I know people freak out. Oh my God, you've got hepatitis C and I'm never going to have sex with you. I never want you near me. It's not that. There is no vaccine against it. And prevention, there are prevention efforts. Chronic infection can be cured up to 95% of the time. And I was told 4 years ago, when he gets away from his triggers, he will be 95% cured. That's what they told me. That's what I heard. There are antiviral medications. But liver cancer also may develop, requiring a liver transplant. So that's the highest reason for transplantation. Though the virus usually reoccurs after the transplant, which is a real bummer, right? You go through all of that and you still have it. It's still there. So you can prevent it. When you catch it, like if you catch it, you can prevent it from spreading to hepatitis C, right? You can, but it goes undetected generally. You have all kinds of infections from it. As I said, transmission, drug use, healthcare exposure, sexual intercourse, body modification. So people who have had a sex change, and I told you I saw transgender, right? So it may have happened because of that, mother to child. You prevent it with medication, surgery, alternative medicine. They don't like to talk about alternative medicine, but I saw these two men working on a farm, and to me it was because I was doing things holistically. To me, that's what it was about. I saw a scientist. He has red hair. He wears glasses. I don't know if his name is David. They always call him David to me. He's English and he's a twin. You guys don't need to know that, but that just comes up to me. So infections, symptoms are mild and vague. Decreased appetite. Remember when Lily? So milk thistle was one of the things that I gave to Lily, along with the silver soul. Okay? This silver soul. There is colloidal silver, but it is not as powerful as this. This is the one. I use this every single day. I will never stop taking this. People say, oh, I make my own silver. This is different. That's missing something. This is different. This is much stronger. So chronic fatigue syndrome, because I heard sleeping sickness. Why am I always so tired? Cognitive problems. It may cause cirrhosis or liver damage, as I said. 80% exposed. The virus is defined at 6 months, I think. No symptoms during the first few decades of the infection. Isn't that awful? And the infection several years, that's what causes the cancer or the cirrhosis. What else? There's something else. Jaundice, liver failure, fatigue, nausea, muscle, joints, weight loss. That's why, and liver failure. That's why I was using milk thistle for Lily, because when she got damaged, when she was dehydrated, massively dehydrated. Heat stroke is what happened to her, and when that happened, her liver started to fail, and her body started to feel that she wasn't hungry. That's why they feel like it's almost like they become anorexic, and then very tired, nauseous. Liger has joint pain, so Liger and Lily both have it, is what I'm telling you, and they don't have this, but the people that they represent, they both have it. And I got afterwards the sleeping sickness. You're awfully tired, and then you can't sleep, right? It goes on and on. So alcohol is a big problem. You don't want to drink with this. It exacerbates it. It can kill you. What else? Sexual intercourse, just for anybody who wants to know. If one is infected and the other is not, they have found very low, if they're heterosexual partners, they're very low risk transmission between. Sexual practices that involve higher levels of trauma, such as anal penetrative sex, or that occur when there is sexually transmitted infection, okay? Genital ulceration, because you think about it, I mean, come on, the more aggressive you are, you're going to rupture the membranes, and then you're going to transmit it. So somebody could have contracted it through anal sex. You can contract it through oral sex, as well as frontal sex as well, if there's a tear. I mean, if you're shaving, women, if you shave, men, if you shave, I mean, a blister on anything, I mean, it's just the way it is. Tattoos, also, when you go to get a tattoo, right, you're breaking the skin. Anytime you break the skin, anytime you use a razor. So you wouldn't want to share razor blades, toothbrushes, manicuring instruments. Think about that. People borrow others' toothbrushes. Oh, I'm spending the night, I'll just grab your toothbrush. No, don't do it. Razors, no. Cuts and sores, if you have a Band-Aid, if you hug or you kiss or you share cooking or eating, you eat together. I mean, neither is transmitted through food and water, okay? It's not spread through hugging, kissing, eating, or cooking utensils. So don't lose your shit regarding that. That's why I needed to tell you. Caution taken with bleeding with cuts and sores, yes. Through pregnancy, yes. They don't understand how it occurs during pregnancy. It might occur while the baby is being formed, and it could occur during delivery. We're not quite certain. But labor, I watched a baby be born, and I believe this baby that was born contracted it through his mother. There's no evidence that breastfeeding spreads it, but a mother should be advised to avoid breastfeeding if their nipples are cracked or bleeding. My daughter had that happen, so it could happen that way. If your nipples she wasn't able to breastfeed because that happened. Well, she just couldn't handle the pain. She doesn't have a strong tolerance. We all go through that. And I literally just that's how it happened. I just saw, they literally are showing me the words Elise, and that's my daughter's name. And this person who told the person to stay away from me, you'll only hurt her, her name was Elise. So the mother who contracted it and gave it to her child, and that's why he would hurt me. And that's not true. You shouldn't have made that decision. So biopsies to determine the degree of liver damage present, screening, there's screening, prevention, don't ever take a blood transfusion. I'm getting prickles in my left hand, so I'm getting confirmation on the things that I've said so far. Yes, yes. The fact that I was just given the name makes it pretty clear. So, so I feel like Lily and Liger are the mother and son that live in my house. Okay, I think that's all that I need to say about that. So, but milk thistle and colloidal silver will help you if you have this. It's very, very powerful. And the capsaicin, which fights it, right? So those are very important. I take this every single day in my water. It was called the Master Cleanse, and my master teacher needs to have this cleanse. So let me say again the words, the things that you need: apple cider vinegar, cayenne pepper, shaved whole frozen lemon, maple syrup a little bit. You don't have to do the chia seeds if you don't want, but I like it. Colloidal silver, and I would say get the vitality boost and the bladder control, because it helps with weight loss, and I mean not weight loss, with hair loss, and for some reason that's in a part of it as well. All right, so God, I know this is going on a long time, but what I want to show you now is the pool. This is what I saw in my dream, so I'm going to turn down the volume. I don't know if I hope that they'll let me show it to you. This is the organic pool that I watched be built, and what I was building. Look at that, isn't that beautiful? It just looks like a natural pond, right? But they've dug it in the ground, and because of the plants that are around the outside edges, where's the volume? It keeps it aerated. The fish all will stick around the plants, right? And you have these little bubblers. Hold on. See the fish in there? Hold on, let me go back. Sorry.
Solar energy.
So those are run by solar, okay? You don't need any electricity. See the little salamander? So solar run, nothing requires water. The bugs that are on the surface, the animal that brings dragonflies and butterflies, they all live there, and they help the plants live. Everything is a little biosystem, right? Biosphere. Frogs, fish, everything that's inside of this organic pool. Isn't that amazing? And that's what I have always wanted to do, and that's what I was building in my dream.
And a new, smaller plunge.
See rocks, little tiny river rocks.
Both is the same.
That gravel, pea gravel.
I'll show you my techniques for the installation.
So they show you step by step how to build it, and it's
as well as the more novel ideas.
It's amazing.
Built from scrap and domestic plumbing.
All built from scraps and domestic plumbing.
For the sound of bubbles.
And the bubbles sound amazing, right? And it's all solar run. It's very clean.
Down here, the liner fits smoothly against the walls.
So sandbags on the top to hold the liner down, right? And I built the rock around the outside edge. That's what aerates.
Is the planted zone.
But not only the aeration, but the plants. These plants, these grow so quickly. This is what I have in Merlin's water. My tank, I don't have it right now. I've got to get it. This specific grass, this, remember I said you need carbon filter? Merlin, my dragonfish, needs this in his water. This plant,
the health of the water,
it keeps the water and it oxygenates it.
and removing the nutrients that would otherwise allow
Little snails
plants
in the
to
water.
flourish.
All of the bugs, and you're like, oh my God, it's just an amazing biosphere. Lilies that grow in the water, right? That's what I woke up from, and I had the most beautiful, it was the most beautiful dream, and then I woke up, you know, when I looked at the man, and I heard capsaicin, and I know he needed that, so he needs that, cayenne pepper. And then it took me to, why does he need that? It's just how my higher self works. You know, why does he need capsaicin? Because he has, what did I call it? Hepatitis C. Okay, so the master cleanse, you need it. Now, I gotta tell you, my water tastes great. I'm used to it. I got my daughter doing it for a little while, and then she stopped. She's like, I don't like the cayenne, but you get used to it. At first, it's kind of weird, but you'll get used to it. Okay. So today, Spirit wants us to do, well, we've got 4 different decks, and, whoops, sorry. We have 4 different decks, and it's going to be a long reading, and I don't know why I do this. We have 4 different main decks, and then 1 separate card. Okay, so we're going to start at 41 minutes and 51 seconds. I'm sorry it went on so long, but this was very important for a lot of people, and whoever doesn't find it important can fast forward because it's time stamped. So the first message we're getting is with, okay, so we got Papa Bear. Papa Bear. Okay, here you go, Papa Bear. So Dad. Papa Bear. There we go. Papa Bear's very, very attached to his baby bear. Okay. I feel like Papa Bear and Mama Bear are all one. Larimar. I have this crystal and I freaking love it. It's beautiful. Sensitive emotions. Times of heightened emotion and sensitivity call for extra self-care and gentleness, like that teddy bear. It's the most, look at the color. You can just tell by the color of the stone. This is the stone. I don't know if you guys have seen it. I should have, well, I would have had to have looked at the cards before in order to have, I could have run through the house, but I've taken so much time to show you guys. I probably should, though, show you. I think I'm supposed to. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if you find this annoying, but hi, Mama's boy. See, Mama's boy. It's Mama. I think the mom is the one who might have had a sex change and is now a man. I'm telling you, isn't that weird? I don't know. It's just weird how I mean, it's not weird. It's everybody's choice, but it's just strange how I hear things, right? Mama's boy. Mama's boy. Mama's boy. I don't know. There's something. Maybe I'm not getting something right, but okay. This is my Larimar. My friend Patrick was he's a shaman and a crystal guy in Sedona. I had him look at it. I gotta turn this air off. It's too freaking cold. Thank you. He looked at it and he thought it was Peruvian opal, but it's not. It's Larimar. So that's what it looks like. Isn't it beautiful? Guess where I got this, you guys? I got it at my thrift store up in Upper Sedona where I lived. Patrick was my neighbor. And, oh, they're neighbors. They're like uncle. They're neighbors. Oh. Look at the white. Isn't it? I love it. It's one of my favorite pieces. And I got it at that little old people thrift store. I love it. I'm going to put it on you. You need it. You need it, babe. Oh, Mama's boy. Okay, you need it. Here you go. Okay. So sensitive. This is a super sensitive. So this is something, and you can tell by the color. It's calming, it's peaceful. Now, isn't that interesting? Look at that. Doesn't it look like an egg? It looks like a robin's egg, like a new beginning, right? And remember, you've got that one egg. That's all you need, that one egg. And you know what I'm thinking? Hold on. I've been getting a lot of messages, so this is going to help a lot of people because people don't like to talk about these things. Remember I said somebody had, we kept getting in our animal messages, and we might get it today, so maybe I shouldn't say it. Hold on a second. I'm doing a few things here all at one time. Yes, I am. And maybe I shouldn't say it, but I kept, if it doesn't come up, I will bring it up. How about that? And we'll just continue with this. I'm going to use it. It came from the messages from your animals, right? And I've gotten it in my dreams, and I've gotten it again and again. And I'm getting prickles in my heart hand again. So this is a yes. So if it comes up, I'm going to ask if it comes up right now. Hold on. Will it come up for you? No. Okay, so that's your message. If it doesn't come up, I will discuss it in a moment. Okay. So, Larimar, you can tell by the peaceful, calming energy. It's like the color of the Caribbean Sea. That's the ocean water that I love to dive in. It's like a bathtub. Isn't that beautiful? That's soft. So you can always tell with the colors of the stone what it will do for you. You know what I'm seeing right now? Can you guys see? Can you see the fox? There's an eye. There's his nose. There's his mouth. Maybe he's a wolf puppy. He's a wolf puppy. See his ear here? And his ear there? Oh my gosh, I see him so well. He's got his mouth open. He's got something in his mouth. Can you see him? Wolf puppy. He's turquoise and green and royal blue. He's got all my favorite colors in him. So you look at the colors, and this green, it's like a bluish green, a turquoise green. That is, it's clearly it's about speech. Blue is always about speech, but it's about healing and love as well. All the blues are about speech. All the greens are about healing and love. You see a little bit of yellow, which is the solar plexus. I am worthy. This one needs to remember that right across their third eye, right here. You need to see that. The purple is spiritual colors. And of course, your solar plexus, your seat of sexual energy and creativity. But this person is primarily a very peaceful, calm, gentle energy. See, that's who I felt in the dream. That's the energy I felt. So that's the energy you're going to get from these kind of stones. Super sensitive. And maybe this person has been feeling extra sensitive lately. They're very empathic, and they absorb other people's energy. That's why, remember I said this one loves someone but hurts them at the same time? You may love someone, but the energy, if it's toxic, the super sensitives will pick that energy up, and it hurts them. You don't mean to hurt them. You're probably dealing with emotions right now that there's some kind of situation that you've had to endure that's very painful. You're upset. Maybe you don't know why you're upset. I think you do know why. Maybe you've been trying to justify, why do I feel so sad? Maybe you don't know. Maybe I'm letting you know what's wrong right now, what you need to check into. But you've begun to worry. Now, a lot of people are hypochondriacs. Oh my God, the people, they start looking things up online and they start finding out, I'm dying. No, don't do that. It could be that there's liver damage because you're drinking too much. It could be, but it could, be careful if you are somebody who is around somebody who uses needles. I mean, all of these things, you have to be careful. You don't want to contract it if you don't have it. The fact that there's one egg, to me, is one testicle. You may have lost one testicle. You may have had cancer that you've had to lose, and you've got one egg. That's fine. That's all you need. You're not going to die without one egg, right? You could lose both. It's not going to kill you, is it? I have women lose their ovaries. I had one of them eaten up by a disease, and very little of the other one left. I'm still functioning. I don't take hormone replacement therapy. I don't. I just eat differently. So whatever the reasons are for your sensitive emotions, Spirit wants you to clear them. Clear the emotions, not hold on to them. So I kept clearing when I started, right? You've asked for this message. And because you asked for this message and these colors are coming up, this is all to do with the ocean. I'm now seeing a fish. Wow, I see a fish with a lionfish with its mouth open, biting the tail of this fish that's trying to get away. Do you see the fish right there? There's its mouth, it's open. This is a tigerfish. This is a tigerfish. I don't know if you, I see it so crystal clear. This is a lionfish, and it's biting the tail of this one. This one's mouth is open, and there's a mane. Do you see it? Wow. And then it turns back into a wolf. So this tigerfish is being chased by this lionfish, or screamed at, or bit, whatever it is. You could think about it. If somebody bites you, people bite people. I bite during sex. I do. I bite lips. But what if somebody bit you and your lip bled, right? Think about it. You can transmit things that way. That just came up. That's just strange. So Spirit wants you to let go. They want you to clear. They want you to release any emotions that don't belong to you. Because of the colors and the ocean that I keep seeing, it's the angels of Atlantis and mermaids come up. So you're maybe connecting with Atlantis, or maybe you're going to be going to the ocean. You should. The ocean water would be really good for you. It would be good for you to pull anything, all of these energies, negative feelings, whatever it is in your body, out with sea salt in a bath. It removes toxins. Also, when you take care of yourself and you know that you're focusing on your own self-care, it boosts your self-confidence. People that don't wash their hair, don't change their clothes, don't get their hair cut, you're just going into a depressive slump, right? Clean your hair, brush your hair, wash your clothes, straighten up, right? It makes you feel better about yourself. And you want to be very compassionate with yourself at this time. Whatever it is that has made you sad, or made you feel this way, or made you feel extra sensitive, maybe you're just a super sensitive like I am. That's why it's so important to stay away from your triggers. That's why he will be 95% better when he's away from his triggers and in nature. So that applies to me too. So avoid any harsh energy. This is honoring yourself. And you need to have gentle energy around you, like the energy I felt in that dream. It was peaceful and beautiful, resting. And you need rest, and you need healing at this time. So the seafoam green, the pale turquoise. Remember I kept saying, I need my turquoise. I need my turquoise. There's a reason for turquoise. I need my turquoise. I want my turquoise back, I said. It helps stress management. And it connects us to the sea. I need my turquoise back. I kept saying that. For the longest time. Actually, I'll do this one first. Oh my gosh, Panther, drink of your water. This is what you need. You need the hot water. You need to drink cayenne. That's what I'm getting. That's what I just spoke about. Drink the cayenne water. You need this in your body. This is talking about nourishing your soul, which is what we just talked about. It's very important that you do whatever it takes to nourish your soul. The Panther came up yesterday. The Panther's coming up constantly. It's one of my messengers. Did I choose this? No, I didn't, but it doesn't matter. I take all the messages myself. So nourish your soul. What does it require for you to nourish your soul? The number is 11, 2 and 9. High spirituality. You need to be around spiritual people. You need to avoid negative energy, just like we were just told. This is reiterating what we were already told. But this one's got a lot of passion in their eyes. They're on fire creatively. They have passionate feelings. My heart's chakra's spinning right now. But they want you to feel the senses of this. They want you to feel everything. They want you to taste, smell, touch. Allow your senses to explore. And they're talking about rainbow colors. Rainbow colors. So the rainbow healing energy, you need the rainbow light. Not the rainbow community. You know, the juggling balls that you've been juggling. It's not about that. I'm looking up there. My girlfriend painted me that picture, and it's me. I wonder if I could show it to you. I always had it in the wrong direction. I don't know if I can. If you look at it, it's me dancing through the fire. She says, it's the water and the fire together, dancing. If I turned it in a different direction. I'm thinking that direction. Oh, I wish I could get it down. I can't reach it. But in one way, you can see a woman dancing on water and fire and manifesting. And she said, that's you. And in another direction, it's a mermaid going through the water. And you can see the sky above, which is the sun, and below is the, it's just beautiful. But that's the rainbow light that you need. Rainbow light, the healing, like the Buddhist mantra. So we're supposed to do it again. God, this is going to be the longest reading. Oh my God. Every day I try to make the reading shorter. I really do. But you need this. You need this rainbow mantra. We all need it. And I'm getting the butterfly needs this. The butterfly needs this. Okay. I need this. Clearing. We all need clearing. There's the pool. I drew it. Oh, God. I must be going to do this. Okay, here are the words. If you guys want to do it. Om Kapai La Ya. But the Ya goes Ya. Like draw it out. Namaha. Om Kapai La Ya Namaha. Okay? Om Kapai La Ya Namaha. Om Kapai La Ya Namaha. Om Kapai La Ya Namaha. Healing rainbow mantra. And what that does is that draws the rainbow light into your soul. Into your soul. This is what this Panther needs. Whoever got this card, specifically, you need the rainbow light in your soul. Okay. Yesterday I said, that Lisi, you're angry at that Lisi. You need that person in your life. Even if it is just in short doses. You need that person in your life. I'm saying it again. You need that rainbow light in your soul. Because our life is meant to be like a rainbow. Full spectrum, full color. You need full spectrum light. You need full spectrum light. God, thank you, Father. You need full spectrum light. You need cayenne, you need full spectrum light. You need colloidal silver. You need Epsom salt baths. You don't want it black and white. You need the full spectrum. But you need full spectrum light. Wow. Okay. This is about sensuality. Spirit wants you to experience your sensuality. Nothing sexier to me than the Black Panther. So explore yourself and your own world, but your soul wants to be explored. God, so many messages come out in such strange ways. And here, if you were reading this for an animal, they've got issues with their teeth and gums. That's the first thing that comes for Lily. She has a hard time eating. That's why, remember, Lily just wants things that are soft. My landlord. It's your landlord. Excuse me. Good Lord. Good Lord. He's a good landlord. She's a good landlord. I like that. So he just got braces on his teeth. And they're driving him nuts. He's acting like a big baby. And he can't eat anything. Everything keeps breaking. It cuts his lip, blah, 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 blah. And he needs soft food. And Lily is the same. Lily wasn't eating because it's hard for her to chew. It hurts her teeth. I don't know how old she is. Maybe, I don't know what it is. Maybe she's just showing me that this, because I need to get these messages. My animals show me these things. So I got her soft food. It's called moose. Okay. Moose, I get it. This person is with Moose. Remember the Archie comics that I spoke about yesterday? There's somebody named Moose in the comic strip. He's the big guy. He's with the girl, Lily, the young one. That's all I know. Okay. Lily eats everything if it's moose, right? Sorry. That was probably maybe something someone didn't want to hear but needed to hear. So your animal says they need something that's going to be more gentle on their teeth. I need bones, toys, or treats that will help my teeth. So Lily needs moose, whoever that is. So gently brush your teeth. This looks like Loki. Loki is is Lisi's dog. My daughter, Elise, has that's her first dog, her firstborn dog, named Loki. You think of Loki and Thor. Thor is the thunder god. Loki is the brother. He's actually not even related. I think he's like someone else's child. And he's my favorite. So the father's young wife and Loki. So this one has a difficult time speaking up. If it was a love relationship, I don't know what to say. I don't have the words. I'm having trouble saying what I need to say. I'm chewing on the past. That's what chewing teeth issues. I'm chewing on the past. It's going over and over. If I open my mouth and I smile and my teeth fall out, I've lied to you. I've said something to you I shouldn't have said. I'm embarrassed. I'm humiliated. All of these things come forward with this message. Started my reading out very happy and ended up not feeling too good right now. So now we go at 1 hour to the dark rutilated quartz and lava stone and fish, crystal-eyed fish collar. That's actually a necklace that I put on Liger, but he took it off. I took it off him, actually. I took it off of him. Because Lily took hers off, so I wanted to take his off. So calcite. Calcite's been coming up a lot lately. Multitasking, very busy. So you're being asked to take charge of your life, your schedule, your time. And understand that the reason that you're going through so much stress is because you're doing too much. You're pushing it. Excuse me. You need to clear your schedule because your health is at risk. You need time for yourself. Your health is strained. You're not being helped by anyone. You're doing it all. And people are taking advantage of your generosity. I've watched this. So right now, what can you release? I said take the collar off. I took the collar off. Because you're working for them and you shouldn't be. You're like the cormorant and they put that ring around your neck so that you work for them and you can't eat the fish that you capture, which means you're working for them and you're not getting anything for it. So remove that collar is the first message. If you can, leave. Ask for strength in setting boundaries because you haven't been. You've been too peaceful, too passive. You need to be very clear with your boundaries because you've been inappropriately having your boundaries neglected and ignored and disrespected. You're a people pleaser and you feel obligated, and you shouldn't do that because when you please people, and if you do it from your heart, I mean, it's different. But when you do it because of obligation or duty, it's actually sinning against them. So you're not giving them a kindness nor yourself. But some people are addicted to that. You want to be a martyr. It's called drama addiction. And it causes you stress, but you feed off of it. It's like counting, what is it called? Counting stars. The lyrics for Counting Stars. Soon we'll be counting stars. Yeah, soon. That was your favorite line. Soon. When will I see you? Soon. When will you come? Soon. But why don't you? Because you're working all the time. Lately I've been losing sleep, dreaming about the things that we could be. Baby, I've been praying hard. No more counting dollars. We'll be counting stars. I see this life like a swinging vine, swing up my heart across the line. In my face, flashing signs that I'm ignoring. I seek it out, ye shall find the old, but I'm not that old, young, but I'm not that bold. I don't think the world is sold, I just don't know, I'm just doing what we're told. I feel something so right doing the wrong thing. I feel something so wrong doing the right thing. I could lie, I could lie, I could lie. Everything that kills me makes me feel alive. That's what's going on. You're addicted to this. You're addicted to work, you're addicted to the drama. You want to be liked. You want to be pleasing others. You're addicted to this drama that they bring upon you. you get some kind of a self-important adrenaline rush because you're doing all of these things. All of these things, I'm saving everyone. I'm doing this for everyone. And then you have this sense of victimhood and powerlessness over your schedule, but it's your own doing because you are addicted to it. It's a codependency is what you have. It also could represent busy times ahead. So plan, because your health, again, is at risk, and you may have multiple responsibilities required of you, so you have to be responsible for yourself. Calcite will help you remove the negativity and assist you at getting grounded and getting focused because you're not seeing this codependency. You may not all have the codependency, but this is a very large message. Consult a nutritionist. Well, you just did. I'm not a doctor, but all of the things that I gave you, this is why. The things that you were given are very important for you at the beginning of this reading, which is what I knew. So you are to be ask your higher self to guide you. And I kept saying you need dark green, you need kale, you need biotin, you need broccoli. And see, that's why I told you my daughter's nickname was Broccoli, right? And that's why I kept getting, you need broccoli. So it might be that you need the dark green leafy vegetable, or it might mean that you need that leafy person in your life. I don't know. I just know that you need the green vegetable. Whatever is green, kale, where are your kale smoothies? Get them again. Put all of these things into that smoothie. However, I do know that at one time somebody was putting something in your smoothie. They were drugging your smoothie. They were putting something in there. So you do it yourself. Don't allow anyone else to give it to you. I'm sorry, people. I had to tell. I don't know who that applies to, but it is someone. So don't allow them to give you to make your smoothie. Don't do it yourself. So your foundation right now is for you. It's about diet. Your choices of food and drink. No alcohol. And the person, if you're asking about this person, if you are asking about the person in front of you, that person normally eats poorly. And nutrition, and a nutritionist can help, absolutely. But they will show you which foods to go towards. So clearly the messages are, eat more healthily, fruit and vegetables, a vegetarian diet. Listen to your intuitive feelings about the dietary changes. I told you, Liger's way overweight, right? So whoever he represents, he's overweight. He needs to exercise, gently, but exercise. Cut out the sugars. If you have sugar at all, it needs to be in the form of fruit. But there may be fruit that you should not be eating, considering what other issues you might have. You might have diabetes, so you have to be careful. But you need to honor your body, and it's by eating the right food. It's by giving it the proper rest. It's by giving it the proper exercise. You're overweight, and you shouldn't be. You're sedentary. It's because of health conditions probably, but you can help yourself a lot if you choose to. My collar, saddle, harness, reins, bridle pack is not properly fitted. Please adjust or replace. How about remove it? Because someone's riding on this horse. When I get this in a love reading, the messages I get, first of all, are, I don't want to be on a leash. Let go of my leash. Take my collar off. Let me go. Stop treating me like I'm your dog or your servant. Treat me like I'm a butterfly. Allow me to come if I want to be here. Don't keep me here. Don't tie me up. I also see the collar and the gear, like replace it, as in remove it. Now for your pet, it'd be nice to have one of those retractable collars, the leashes where they can run a little bit ahead of you, so they don't have to stay so close right next to you. It gives them a little bit more freedom. This means I want my freedom. Let go of me. I want my freedom. You're choking me, right? Use choke chains on dogs only when out for a walk. I don't like choke chains, ever. They're painful. When I got Prince from that drug house, he had a dog collar on him with spikes. It was digging into his neck. We took it off. He doesn't have anything like that. Never use on dogs when they're alone or unattended. People hang their dogs. They leave them on a short leash, and then they jump off of the porch and they hang themselves. Figuratively, spiritually, emotionally, same situation. You've kept me on such a short leash that when I finally got free, I literally hung myself because I got myself in so much trouble. Don't do that to your children. Don't coddle them. Let them have a life. They need to be on grass. This person needs cannabis. This person needs fresh air and sunshine, full spectrum light, and to be in nature. To be let off of a leash. To be free. This person is very loving, very sensitive, very gentle, very nourishing, nurturing of others. They have a spiritual center. They need to be surrounded and standing in love and healing. There is a healing going on here. There's love all around them, healing and spirituality. This is positive. At 1 hour and 10 minutes, we go to the rainbow bear with the butterfly collar. Death will come. Mortal, finite, fragile. Pomegranate. Pomegranate. An innocent pomegranate. So the pomegranate is something the Jewish people, pomegranate, it's a sacred, it used to be called the forbidden fruit. Pomegranate meaning, spirituality. They called it the forbidden fruit. My kids and I used to sit there and watch a movie, and we would take sections and it'd take forever to eat the pomegranate. We loved it. The Lord of the Underworld, Persephone, abduction by Hades, Lord of the Underworld. Pomegranate represents life, regeneration, and marriage. By eating a few pomegranate seeds, Persephone tied herself to Hades, the god of the underworld. Pomegranate being a symbol of the indissolubility of marriage. Spirituality. So, death is coming to this marriage, is what I got right away. Also, the marriage was an unholy alliance. I'm hearing the word forced. The Jewish pomegranate, which is what I always have seen, and I don't know why. It's come up in my dreams. I grew up one of Jehovah's Witnesses, so the Bible is, clearly, think about it. Jesus is a Jew, right? So, a lot comes to me from the Hebrew. So the word pomegranate, it's rimmon in Hebrew, from the Latin word pomum, which means apple. So this is they called it the apple, the forbidden apple, the forbidden fruit. So you are the forbidden fruit. The innocent one is the forbidden fruit. It's a symbol of righteousness. That's why we see white. See, you're innocent. I knew that. You are the forbidden fruit. They're holding on to the forbidden fruit. Rosh Hashanah, and I probably don't say that right because Rosh Hashanah. Sorry, Rosh Hashanah. I'm not Jewish. But they have 613 seeds. They say. I'm sure they're not all that way. And it corresponds to the 613 mitzvot, or commandments of the Torah. So it's customary to eat pomegranates during Rosh Hashanah. I'm sorry, okay? Sorry, I hear somebody really annoyed with me right now, but you know what? It's not my religion, and it never will be. So it is considered the forbidden fruit. This is my twin, who is the forbidden fruit to me, because I am not Jewish. So sorry. It is popular because it's very healthy. It's mysterious. It tastes fantastic. A lot of it is used in jewelry and artwork. Pomegranate necklaces, bracelets, earrings. The color, of course. Think about the color. It's love, passion. The Lion of Judah. The Lion of Judah is biting that fish's ass. Just heard that. Okay, so that death will come. So, there's a death of a marriage, is what I heard first. The next, I heard that, and I heard this the other day, and I told you I don't like to work with death. I've told Spirit I don't want to be that, but I've heard that the other day, didn't I? I was given time frames, and I didn't like it. All of us are going to die at one time. So to me, there's the death, and I said within 2 days, within 2 hours. And remember the man at the hole in the heart fell over when I opened the blinds? A death of something, which is the ending of something and the beginning of something else. So a death is just the death to the old way of thinking, the death of a part of your life. It's the death of your old spiritual belief system as you awaken and reawaken and you are reborn. The rebirth, right? A death and a rebirth. So there's death, and then there's the mortal death. We all are going to die at one time or another, but we can't live our lives thinking about I might be dying. Stay away from her. You might hurt her. You might die. We might die tomorrow. Any one of us. I might die today. You don't live your life thinking about dying. This person looking at me looks like they have cataracts on their eyes. So a grandmother dying. I heard this. There is an ending, a death. We don't talk to the people that are on the other side with Ouija boards. They don't speak to us and answer us. That is not them talking to us. We speak to their memory that is in our cells. There is a memory, an energetic connection that still remains. They go back to spirit. Many won't like me saying this, but that is the way it is. When you say my mother came to me and spoke to me, your mother's energy came. Your memory of your mother and spirit's love, knowing that you're connecting to your mother and your memory, came that way. That's how my grandmother speaks to me. That's how my grandmother is a guide. It's a memory. It's an energetic connection. My father knows how I feel about my grandmother. That's why my grandmother will come to me, and my grandmother represents certain things to me. That's the connection. So right now, the emphasis is not on death. The emphasis is on life. There's a lot of life in that beautiful pomegranate. There's a chunk out of that pomegranate. There's a hole in the heart of that one, and it looks just like that. But there's a lot of life left to live. So you don't focus on the day that you might die. You focus on your living now, fully, to the highest potential that you have. Explore, enjoy, taste, experience. What matters is how you live every moment that you have right now, because death is going to come one time for all of us. So don't waste your life. It's precious. Every second that's taken away is precious. Don't waste it. Too much time has already gone by. Don't live in fear. That's the curse. Don't live in fear. You live every single moment like it's your last. If you knew that you were going to die in 1 week, what would you do? Who would be the last person that you would want to speak to? I already know. Speak to them now. Don't waste any time. This is about creating meaning for every single day and choosing to make the best of it. Because it's a gift. This is a gift that you've been given. You don't put your gifts up on a shelf and look at them in a picture and dream about them. You live them. You enjoy them fully in every way that you can. So in whatever way you're trapped, you're killing yourself before your life has been taken from you. You are the reason that you're dying inside. Self-confidence. Tiger's eye. There you go. That's why I said I'm going to stop living in this ivory tower. I go out and I sing and I dance and I make plans, and I'm not waiting around. I've wasted far too much of my life. My life is passing me by. There's the tiger's eye. The tiger's eye is warm and it's beautiful. That tigerfish had a lion biting its ass. I am a lion. Maybe you were biting your ass to get you going. Look at the mask right here. Do you see the mask? You're wearing a mask. People don't realize what you feel on the inside. You don't have self-confidence, but you should. Because nobody's better than you. And you don't have to improve yourself in any way. You're good enough as you are right now. I was working out last night in the gym and I'm starting to finally notice. I'm going to show you guys something. I can't believe I'm doing this. This is me. I've been changing. Okay, I don't know if you can see in the light. You see, can you see the line on my arm? Maybe you can see it on this side. It's like there's like imperfections on my skin. It's almost like, it looks like a cellulite to me. I don't know, it's strange. And I said to my daughter, what is that? And she goes, you'll never get rid of that except for by surgery. And I said, you're wrong. And she goes, it's fat, it's deposits of fat. And I said, well, then I get rid of the fat. I'm working out my arms and muscle burns fat. She's like, no, it's not gonna happen. And I'm like, well, you'll watch, you watch me do it. So I've been, I'm down there in the gym last night doing my arms, and I looked in the mirror and I've noticed that they're smaller than they were, right? And I'm thinking, but it takes time, right? But it's changing. I'm changing the shape of my body. And I was really excited when I saw it because my arms they're too heavy for me. They're loose. The skin is loose. Because why? I didn't work out for a long time and it atrophied, which is the same. I'm talking about positive affirmations, the way you talk about yourself. If you talk negatively about yourself, you're weakening your muscle memory, your spiritual memory, your emotional memory, okay? Just like your body. So you work it out. You say positive affirmations. I am powerful. I am beautiful. I am loved. I am loving. I am capable. I am worthy. I am righteous. I am strong. I am what is the word? I'm undefeated. I am victorious. I am the phoenix rising. I am truthful. I'm energetic. I am healthy. I am over and over, whatever. You just say it over and over. It changes. You tell your body what your body needs to hear until your body believes it. I'm working out in the gym and I'm thinking, dang, I'm getting really happy. I look at the back of my ass. I'm like, my ass has gotten flat. It happens. When women have babies, your ass drops. What do you got to do? Squats. I hate squats. I hurt my knee when I fell off of a bike. I was riding it one night. It was a high bike. I fell off of it and I damaged my knee. So when I did squats, I was doing really good. I was doing like 250 a day. But then I hurt my knee and I can't do it like that. So I'm down there on the exercise bike. I'm doing all these other things and I'm thinking I want something for my butt. And then he showed me in the gym there's this machine that I can use and it's like laying down squats. So I'm doing that and I'm like, right on. So I'm doing all of this stuff and I'm stand up and I look in the mirror and I'm thinking, I'm not over 50 years old. My body's, I'm small, but I'm not in perfect shape. But I'm getting better and I'm getting really excited about it. But I have to love myself now. And that's what my daughter said to me. Love yourself now. Love yourself the way you are, Mom. Just the way you are. My daughter is much larger than I am. And she's so confident. She's so confident. And I need to take a lesson from my daughter, right? And sometimes we take lessons from our parents. Sometimes we take lessons from our kids. Sometimes we take lessons from our grandparents. Sometimes we take lessons from our grandkids. But this is about confidence. I'm looking at my arms thinking, do you know that I don't go like this? Sorry, you just saw my face, and I wish you hadn't because I've got no makeup on. That's awful. You just saw my face. I'm embarrassed. There we go. But I don't go around without my arms covered because I'm embarrassed. And that's ridiculous. Every summer I say, this summer I'll go without covering my arms. And I'm dying of heat, but I cover them up because I feel embarrassed. I'm insecure. This is my card. So believe in ourselves. So positive affirmations, body image. But it's not just, but for me it's body image. I don't feel bad about anything else about myself. I really don't. I feel great in every other way. It's my body image that's off, right? I've got wrinkles now. I'm sitting here right now with no makeup on, And I'm up, you know, I know what I probably looked like when the camera turned around. I can't believe I'm doing this. But it's like, why is there such vanity? And it isn't that I'm vain, because I'm not conceited. I'm not. I'm actually quite insecure that way. But there was so much emphasis placed on that as I was growing up. And that's why we don't want to be known for the way we look. And yet at the same time, we're paranoid if we don't look good because we feel like we have to. And then when women start to lose that, or men start to lose their hair, or whatever it is, we lose our confidence. And we shouldn't. It's ridiculous. And if I turn the radio on right now, that song would be playing. Every time I start feeling insecure, the song comes on, Scars to Your Beautiful. You're beautiful just the way you are. You should see one another through the eyes of the soul, right? But we don't see ourselves that way sometimes. So self-confidence, we have to believe in ourselves the way God looks at us, through our soul. I mean, the fact that I was thrown away for someone who's 20 years younger than me, with a body that you could bounce quarters off of, right? That didn't affect me. Isn't that interesting? All I thought was, I know who I am. I know what I can do with what I've got, and I've got wisdom, and I'm strong, and I'm spiritual. I'm a good person. There's a difference. But I'm still insecure with myself when I walk outside. Isn't that ridiculous? So this is, how many of us feel this way? Lots of us. Lots of us feel this way. Now, it doesn't have to do with just your looks. It could do with your education. It could do with somebody stutters. Remember, I kept saying, who's the bunny that stutters? Some bunny loves you. That bunny that stutters loves you, Sherry. And then someone wrote to me and said, oh my God, that was my twin that died. He stutters. And I used to say, he's my honey bunny. Honey bear. Think about it. And I thought, confirmation again, that's my bunny. That's my honey, my bear. And I've got prickles in my hands. That bunny that stutters loves me. And I think to myself, is it stuttering that makes someone nervous? Now, stuttering doesn't mean necessarily that you stutter. It could be someone that has a difficulty finding the right words, right? It's hard for them to speak. That somebody loves me. So that's nice to know. But maybe that person is insecure because they don't know the right things to say. Maybe they are afraid to speak about, I don't know. What insecurities? We all hold insecurities. But by me showing myself just now and telling you my insecurities, it should help you realize that, you know, I'm mortified right now that I turned the camera around. I can't tell you. So everybody else has a different reason for feeling insecure, for lacking confidence. I don't have confidence in this project. I don't know if I can do it. I don't know if I can support you. You don't have to support me. I'm not looking for a king or a god. I am looking for a king, a spiritual king. But I'm not looking for a bank account, right? I can support myself. But that's what some people feel. I spoke to a client yesterday. She loves this man very, very much. He loves her. They had been apart for 30 years. But he doesn't want to come together with her until he gives her a house. It has to be just so. But every day that goes by, they're not together. They're losing that precious, precious time. They've already lost 30 years. I've already lost 21 and a half years. Why would you allow anything to stop you from being with someone because of insecurity? For any reason, lack of self-confidence. Are you the person that has one testicle? Are you the person that has to wear a bag, a ostomy bag? You don't want anyone to know that. Are you someone that has hepatitis C and it's going to be awkward? Are you someone, I mean, God knows. There's all kinds of reasons that stop us from living our life. So we need to pray. Please help us have confidence to live our life freely. We don't want to affect anyone else's free will, but we want to live our lives as freely as possible. We need to stop worrying whether we're going to be accepted, whether we're going to be approved of. They don't approve of my lifestyle. I'm gay. My parents won't speak to me because I'm gay. My grandmother cut me out of the will. She will cut me out of the will if she finds out that I'm gay. And you're not part of the church, so would you say it's you I mean, there's so many things that are going in my head. But Spirit's telling you right now, you are safe, you are protected. Just follow the guidance that Spirit gives you as far as making the changes in your life. Keep checking in every step of the way. Am I doing this right? Am I doing this right? This crystal, tiger's eye, it brings the feeling of safety and protection. My cat is half lion, half tiger. He's a liger. He's a magical, mystical creature. I'm half lion, half tiger. I came in with the lion people, and I carry the totems of the tiger. Look at the warmth. It's rosy brown, earthy, warm love. The cat has 9 lives. Look at this. Look at his little nose. There he is right there. The cat that wears the mask has 9 lives. I wish that I could tell you what I saw. I will tell you. You will be 95% cured, and there is no shortened lifespan. And somebody is going to be literally 100% in remission. That's another message. I don't have anything that I know of right now, but maybe I should look into it. So, spay or neuter me. I have reproductive system issues. I need help with my pregnancy or caring for my young. I embrace the birth of a new being or idea. Express your creativity. Now, I have reproductive system issues. I'm not able to have an erection naturally. I've talked about this before. I'm talking about it again. You can take a shot that helps you with that. There's things that you can do. I need help with my child. I have a child. I've adopted a child. I need help with that child. I have a new project. I need help with that project. It's my baby. I'm very fertile right now. I may be trying to have a baby. Fertility. I can't have a baby. I have eggs, but I can't carry a baby. Personally, that's me, right? Not to mention I wouldn't want to go through that in my body at this age. So when I look at this in a love reading, I would say somebody says they love you. They don't want to be with anyone else. They want to be spayed or neutered. I don't want to have any more children, someone is saying. Or I don't want any children. Or I only want to be with you. Or your project is very fertile at this time. There's healing in this area, is what Spirit is saying. There's healing around these issues. At 1 hour and 32 minutes, we go to our last message, which is going to be, is it the butterfly necklace? I'm not certain who we did next. I wrote it down. Oh, I deleted it. I always delete things. It's awful. I delete people's phone numbers. And then I got blocked out of my own email address 3 years ago. So I keep getting, didn't you get my email? I'm like, no, because I can't get into that email address. How many times do I have to say this online before somebody understands me? I delete phone numbers. I delete emails. Stupid. Okay. The children of Lair. Now this is an Irish child. Green eyes and red hair. I keep seeing the green eyes and red hair. So I'm going to take it a bunch of different ways. I'm going to read the card a bunch of different ways. The green eyes, and I'm getting prickles in my head, so this is yes, because it's on the left side of my head. Jealous and angry. Mother and child. Jealous and angry. A jealous mother and jealous child. They're both jealous and they're both angry. I'm getting something and I can't pull it back. I'm trying. The lights. They're in the limelight. They're in the limelight. So do they have to do with the movie industry, the music industry? I don't know. They're in the limelight. The little one has depression, the child. Now, their hair doesn't have to be red. That could just represent jealousy, envy, hothead. The child is a hothead, and they have depression. The mother is jealous. Holds him very close, doesn't want anyone to have his attention or take it away from her. There's also something else going on. She's a singer. It's her child. Manipulative. Using the child. Causes the child sadness. The child is not well. It's very, very fragile. I don't know who this is. I really have no idea who this is, and that all just came out. But there's a positive, I hope. So there's a town, and I can never remember the name. Isn't that interesting? Remember the name that I heard this morning, and I can never remember it when I wake up. But this is a tale of Ireland, and there's 5 kings, and they are battling to rule. And they call the place Tuatha Da Danann. Daniel. Okay, hold on, I'm getting a message. Daniel is the mechanic. They call him Daniel in my dream. His name isn't really Daniel. He's a mechanic. His best friend is Angel. His wife is Angel, who was my best friend. So, Daniel. So they rule over the people of the land. Sometimes they're called the fairy. Okay, so these are fairies. The king is walking amongst the people, but these fairy folk, someone has named king, right? A ruler is chosen amongst them. They've chosen of their own people. But the king of the land walks amongst them, and he calls himself, I am their chief, I am your king. The people are protesting, but eventually they appease his rule. He must have something on them or over them. They capitulate. It's kind of like that people pleaser, right? Because they appease him because his first wife has died. So because of that, they give in and they allow him to have this position. But how do I, I'm trying to shorten this whole entire story. It's such a long story. He's chosen himself as their chieftain. They don't want it. But to appease him and ease the suffering he has because his wife has died, the chief of the fairy people, they say, you can have our foster daughter. You can marry her. So the king agrees. All right, fine. I don't have to be leader of you guys. I'll take your foster daughter. So he brings that wife to himself, and that way he is brought into the clan of these little fairy folk, right? And there's something about this that, now Lily started to cry right then. There's something about this that proves to be wise on the behalf of the king. We'll see if we can figure this out. The alliance between these two, they've got 4 kids. A beautiful girl, a handsome boy, and there's twins. Remember, I keep seeing the redheaded twins in my dreams. But the wife dies giving birth to them again. So now he's lost his second wife. So then again, this kingdom is threatened, right? And he's grieving. So they give him the second foster daughter. The chief gives him. Because he's heartbroken and they're trying to keep their little fairy clan alive. So she goes to him. She loves him. And she has nieces and nephews, right? From the first wife and second wife that died. Come in. This is going to be the classic tale of the jealous stepmother. You know, that's her. That's what it is. The jealous stepmother. So she comes along and she has a child, and she doesn't want the other one there because he's going to inherit all of the money. She believes the money should go to her and her child. So she loses her mind, basically. She's crazy. That's what I said. This woman is nuts. She's crazy. She is, what did I get in my dream yesterday? I got, I'm running from a crazy ex-mom. That's her. I also got something else. Yesterday, the New Zealand, the mother, the Queen Mother, that lost her crystal. She's the Queen Mother. She's crazy. She's driven herself mad with jealousy, is what it is, and she does something. She has some kind of magical abilities, and she puts a curse upon all of these children and all of these people. They turn them into swans. They're 900 years. They must live that way for 900 years, these children. And yet, even though they're swans, they keep human voices. And they sing. And they sing more beautifully than her. They sing more beautifully than any other bird. And they're allowed to stay together. And because they're so beautiful, and because they have such beautiful voices, they're everyone loves them. I mean, they're amazing, right? But her, this one who cursed them, she's punished. She becomes the witch of the air. This is the Libra. This is the air sign. Interesting. That's the necklace that you got. Air sign. And she is still a witch to this day. She is a witch. She is literally a witch, is what I'm shown. This is the one who does the black magic, the binding spells. She finally, I guess the time has passed. Jesus comes, which is represented by someone else, actually. And because of that, they're freed from their enchantment. This gentle, kind master, this monk. And they become human again. But they're so old that their bodies are, they're frail, they're dying. And he baptizes them, and then they die. Only seconds after being brought back to their human form. And they're all laid together in their graves, the sister holding each brother under her arms. I saw this yesterday. Remember the card of the one holding the one that was sleeping in death? Do you remember that card, you guys? So what it's talking to you about is about changes in your life, transforming from one state to another. But it's also reminding you, to think about the story of the jealousy of one jealous of the firstborn, the one that was naturally meant to inherit. She wants to inherit the money. It's all about the money for her and her child, when in all reality, it wasn't rightfully theirs. It could have been shared with her, but she should not have taken away with and been tried to manipulate and deceive and take what wasn't hers. Someone married someone in order to get their money. That's all that it was about. It wasn't even a love relationship. They were there for the money. So the message here is talking also about your belief systems. It's about being raised to believe a certain way. This works for me. I mean, raised as a Jehovah's Witness. And then my belief system changed as I awakened, and I realized this was not something that I was going to be a part of. It's a radical change from one state to another. This happens many, many times in many lives. I've been a monk. I've been an Indian medicine woman. I've been an Indian warrior. I've been a Celtic medicine woman. I was burned at the stake for being a witch. I've always been with natural medicine, always. It's always stayed with me. That's the natural part of me. But I have had radical changes, right? The Jehovah's Witness, wow, talk about going completely left field. So it's about changing and knowing that you're allowed to, because your soul is taking you in this direction. It also talks about your body changing, like mine, right? As we age, we change. So it's about using our stories and to speak our stories so that others can learn. It's about shifting from one faith to another. It's about being released from a long family burden that wasn't yours to carry. It's about how wise it is to stay with the ones that you love. It's about the fact that whatever suffering you've had to go through, it's going to end. And it's telling you that you are loved no matter what you look like, what you've been through, how you speak, how your body works, you're loved. Spiritual protection. You are spiritually protected. I keep my spiritual twin in an amethyst geode. I tell you guys that all the time. Here's our amethyst, the double spear. This is a beautiful protection stone, and I always call it amethyst, and I know that this is charoite, but I always bring up the amethyst. I don't know why. They go together for me for some reason. I'm going to have to ask Spirit, why do I always get that? But I do. I think it's just the color they're showing me. Archangel Zadkiel, Archangel Jeremiel. Those two archangels work with the color purple. The color purple is just very powerful. It's a very high spiritual color. And I think it's because when protection came up, people ask me what different stones, maybe I think that's what it is. Maybe if you can't get your hands on charoite, amethyst is very easily obtained, right? Anyone can get it. It's a beautiful stone, and it's peaceful, helps with sleep, and it's a calming stone, and it's a protective stone. So I think that's why I always see amethyst whenever I get this card. I always see, even though I'm looking at the word charoite, I am looking at that, but my eyes never see that word. Isn't that interesting? That's a message. I'm looking at that word, and I see another word. I know it's another name. I look at that name, but I know the name that it is. That's a message. So when this one comes forward, it's saying that maybe you've been feeling unprotected. You've been feeling quite vulnerable, exposed. Maybe you've been getting attacked verbally. Maybe you've been physically attacked, like this one. This is a nasty witch, right? Verbal attacks. Remember the arrows that were going to be coming at you? Verbally. Maybe even words on the internet. As I said, gossip, who knows? Somebody is challenging you at this time. And Spirit says, don't worry about it. You're covered. We got you covered. This is psychic attacks. This one is a witch. There are psychic attacks being done, binding spells, but the light is stronger than the dark. You've got these little fairy lights hanging around your head. You are gay. This one is gay. I just got the one that's doing the binding spells is gay. They are a witch. They're jealous. They want the money. They don't want you near their child. They don't want to lose the money. It's real strange. They are using binding spells. But the lights that you have are so few compared to the light that emanates from a true spiritual person. So if you are under attack from one such as that, they are sending you anger. They are sending jealousy your way. Absolutely. I know it. It bounces off my shield. And it will bounce off your shield too. Ask Father and Archangel Michael to shield you. Ask for the shield of protection. Titanium. You know the song Titanium? Look up the lyrics. Let's us look up their lyrics. What day is this, you guys? Wednesday? I gotta do a reading for someone, I forgot. You shout it out, but I can't hear a word you say. I'm talking loud, not saying much. I'm criticized, but all your bullets ricochet, right? You're titanium. You shoot me down, but I get up. I'm bulletproof, nothing to lose. Fire away, ricochet, take your aim, fire away. You shoot me down, but I won't fall. I'm titanium. Don't you understand? Cut me down, but it's you who has further to fall. Ghost town, haunted love. Raise your voice, sticks and stones may break my bones. I'm not talking loud, saying much. I'm bulletproof, nothing to lose. You shoot me down, but I won't fall. Stone hard machine gun firing at the ones who run. Stone hard those bulletproof guns. You shoot me down, but I won't fall. I'm titanium. Whenever I ask the Father, using the divine masculine, the sun, to fill from the coming in our crown, we ask Archangel Michael to stand guard, protecting our crown. We never want our crown exposed without Michael to protect it. We ask Archangel Metatron to come in and clear and balance our chakras. And then we use the divine masculine, the sun, and we ask our Father, Father, please fill me with the most powerful healing protective energy. And in through our crown, all the way down to the base, we are filled. And as it fills our up inside of us, it lights all of our chakras, enacting them, highlighting them, moving them. And then it pours, and it's burning off anything inside, any of our own self-criticism, doubt, fear, worry, that we have believed what others have said, negative words, anger, jealousy that we might carry. Burns it all off, what's ever inside of us. And then it spills over our crown all around the outside, burning off anything that comes against us from the outside. Barbs, attacks, angry words, anything that comes against us. Anyone who tries to put a collar on us, anybody that tries to bind us with a binding spell, it's melted off. Nothing can withstand that heat. And as it cools, it turns into a titanium plated shielding. Underneath the titanium is rose quartz. We then have a mirrored sheeting around the outside of it so that any attack that comes against us again will be reflected back on them. It bounces back. We don't have to retaliate. Their karma will bounce back on them themselves. They will take back and they will see what they have done. That's what we do. So that's right now is what we have just done for all of us. Visualize that having been done, and then you have a royal protected bubble. Now we ask, you say, thank you, Archangel Metatron. Thank you, Archangel Michael. Please reshield and seal our crown, and ask Michael to put us in a bubble. It's clear. You can't see it through it, but you can't penetrate it. It's a protective bubble of purple light. And the only thing that can come into that is love, and the only thing that come out of that is love. So it bounces away the negative energy. And anything that was there is transmuted into love and healing. So what's amazing about it is because we have a mirrored sheeting, this is unconditional love. They've come against us, but whatever they have done, it bounces back to them. But that bubble, that purple bubble, the shielding, protective, loving, healing bubble, that not only transmutes love and healing back into us, but it will transmute love and healing towards them. Because love heals angry people. Love heals fear. Love heals bullies. We want peace. We don't want anger. We don't want war. So instead of retaliating against the ones who fired those bullets or fired those caustic words or attacks, you're actually bringing love and healing into the world. And remember, in the message that we got yesterday, this is the world's longest reading, I know, but the message that we got yesterday, I wonder if I can find it very quickly. I think it was the 7 of air. It was the 7 of wands, because it was a fire sign. 7 of fire. This is it. And this is you. And that's what they're sending you. But this is the shielding that's around you. And notice your wand is down at your side. You have the ability to protect yourself. But this is about choosing your battles wisely. Why? There's no need. Stand your ground. You can defend your position if you choose. But you don't need to engage in this war. You've got dragon wings and you're going to leave. Your wand is at your side. You're not going to... This is toothpicks. This is ridiculous. It's not going to affect you. So visualize this. Know this. And there's no need to stay in this negative environment. Fly away. Go away. And the love from the dragon, see? That's not anger and jealousy. That's love and healing. That's what's being shot back out. And that's on the end of her wand. That's how we heal the world. Let karma deal with others. See? You do. You have conflict. Has someone entered the picture? I'm afraid, or I don't get along with them. Somebody is telling you, if you're in a relationship, we just got this the other day, how interesting. Has somebody else come into into your life, I don't like that. That bothers me. That would be, if I were to do a love relationship reading, the person would be asking that. They're worried that somebody else might be in your life. Another message is there's somebody in their life that they are not getting along with. They're afraid of them. It's causing them problems. But Spirit is telling you that there's healing here. This one is protecting their eggs. This one wants their eggs. Remember I said don't take the money? Somebody wants your eggs. Somebody wants your sperm. Somebody wants something of yours to use it because somebody can't have a child. Don't take the money. They want you to sell your eggs. Don't take the money. They want you to sell your sperm. Don't take the money. This one is also protecting their nest egg, their business. Whoa, there's a big confirmation about that. This one is possibly, someone's probably has stolen, is trying to steal an idea, a patent. Yes. But they are trying to protect it. There's healing. There's conflict with, there's jealousy. One has healing. One has the ability to move forward, but they're conflicted with that. It's causing confusion. It's muddying the waters. They need to get out into nature to heal. They need to clarify their emotional waters. Somebody's bipolar. 2 emperor angelfish going at it. 2 masculine energies fighting. Twins fighting. I saw 2 red-headed twins. Now, I am a twin. Red would represent passion. Red could also represent jealousy and anger. There's a conflict. I don't have a conflict. Do you have a conflict with yourself? Head over heart. My heart says this, my mind says this, and I'm conflicted with what I believe. There's passion, there's healing and love. Why are you conflicted? So many different ways to read this message. Your animal is saying, I don't get along with the other one, right? Lily and Liger do not get along. It's almost 2 hours, this reading. It's ridiculous. What else? This is the ocean to me, and this is the forest to me. I know they're both fish, but it's brackish water. One is more in the forest. One is more... The leader is in the forest. The one underneath is towards the ocean. This one, the ocean one, is trying to protect his nest egg, and this one is attacking, the one from the forest. Could be that this one has been away in the forest, and this one has come in and is trying to steal something of theirs. I already got that. I already got the fact that, for my own self, it's really strange. The person that... How do I explain this? This one wants... I won't even go there. I'm not even going to say it. It's too personal. It's ridiculous, though. They're after the same person. So strange. There's going to be a healing, and by fall, it will all be over. There's a new beginning. By fall, it will all be peaceful. What month are we in? August? September? It's not very far away. But the healing is here now. The healing, the one egg, the one testicle, the one, whatever it is, whatever the cells are, they're healthy. There's a healing. There's a healing. I'm seeing cells, I'm seeing eggs, I'm seeing, what is that? What am I looking at? Seeds. Seeds. You're protecting your seeds. You're trying to steal his seeds. You have that one. It's yours. That's all you need. They're cultivating a crop of something. It's a healing crop. Why do they keep showing me this? I'm looking at this like it's lungs, like it's diseased lungs, or a liver. Liver. They want your organs. Harvesting organs. Can you transplant? Liver transplant. I don't know how many. Can you transplant a part of a liver? It removes a liver that no longer functions and replaces it with a healthy liver. No, can you have a part of a liver? They want your liver. Donor. Liver transplant. Donor. Sorry, you guys, this is important. Can you donate part of your liver to a family member? A living donor may be a family member, or may be someone who is not related to you, but whose blood type is a match. People who donate part of their liver can have healthy lives with their liver that is left. Because the liver regrows itself. The liver is only an organ that can replace lost or injured. Somebody has donated a part of their organ to help the other. They want that. They need it healthy. Is it safe to donate a liver? You can usually recover safely. Donation is a serious operation with serious risks. Don't take the money. They want your liver. That's what I just got. And Spirit kept saying, don't take your money. Don't take the money. Oh my God. Okay, I'm sorry, but that's it. That was the end of the reading, and that had to be said. Spirit said, do not take the money. You don't need it. They know what you need. They know you need money for your business. They want your liver. Don't take the money. Oh my God. That is a loud message for somebody. Spirit has made it very, very clear. You will be provided for. Your business will flourish. Don't take the money. Oh my God. Who does this apply to? Whew. Okay. Thanks, guys. I gotta run. I love you.